Hello from my bathroom, my personal skincare mecca. I have so many products in here. So today's video is long overdue. I'm going to be pulling out a few of the more pricey items that I have in my own skincare stockpile that I think are worth spending a little bit more money on if the more affordable options aren't working for you. So these items aren't crazy expensive. They're just a little bit more than the usual budget-friendly options that I talk about most often, but they're really awesome. So I hope you are interested in some of these products. Many of them were sent to me from skinstore.com. They are getting ready to have their biggest sale of the year. It starts November 19th. It's their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. A lot of these more expensive brands and products are on huge discount. It's probably the cheapest you will find them all year long. And they gave me an extra discount code, so savings on top of their savings that work for many of the products I'm going to show you today. So I have that below, and I have all of the products linked below as well, so you can shop skinstore.com for any of these if you are interested. And I'm excited to show you them. So thank you, skinstore.com, for sending these and having this awesome sale and sponsoring today's video. Now, everything I share with you today is my opinion. You know I keep it real with you guys, when to spend, when to save. So let's get started with some of the first grouping of products that I'm going to show you from the sale on their website. Their sunscreens. I have 5 sunscreens that I picked that are awesome, and you can get them for a much better price right now. So the first 2 that I'm going to show you are, not that one, are these glow sunscreens. So these are going to be 2 sunscreen options if you really love to wear just sunscreen and have this like little luminous glow on your skin. So these work really great if you don't really want to put anything over them. They're both tinted and they're super similar, a little bit different price points here. So let me start with this one to tell you a little bit more about it. So this is the Elta MD UV Glow. It has SPF 36. And what's interesting about this is that it has 20.2% zinc oxide. So this is mineral only, and that's actually like an unusually high percentage of zinc oxide for a facial sunscreen. So this is probably pretty good protection. It does come in a non-tinted form if you prefer that. I always go for tinted options because they have iron oxides in them, and that gives you even more complete protection against blue light from the sun. So that is what I chose here. You can see that this also has niacinamide in it, so it's great for the skin barrier, and it has a few other added ingredients that really help brighten the skin and just make it look glowy and more luminous. So let me show you what this looks like now. So nothing's on my wrist here, so you can see a nice tinted option here. So I'm just gonna blend it in for you to let you see kind of the finish. It's very dewy finish. Definitely a little bit of that luminosity and that glow there. So just a little bit of shimmer, and it actually matches my skin tone pretty well. Elta tends to be a little bit more tinted than some of the other options for me, like that pigment is just a little bit deeper, and I have pretty fair skin, but all in all, I think that this is actually a really good match. And you can see it's nice and glowy. So this one is $38.50 normally, which is kind of a lot for a sunscreen, especially because there's so many really great, more affordable options out there. But in the sale, this is 20% off, which means it's going to be just over $30. So it's a really great option and a really great selection from the sale. But let's compare it to this one, which is also in the sale, the Color Science Glow. This is a little bit more of a new product. Now this one is SPF 50. It is a glow finish as well, so very similar to the Elta MD one. This one also mineral only sunscreen, so it has zinc oxide in it at 12%, no other chemical filters, and it has niacinamide in it as well. It does not have hyaluronic acid, which is totally fine by me. That's not an ingredient that you need in every single one of your skincare products. It's a little bit different of a price point. This one is actually more expensive. Initially, it's $42, but it's 30% off in the sale. And I have an additional discount code for even more money off. So this is going to cost you in the sale $27.30, which is actually ends up being less than this one. So, hey, if you're interested in this one, this is a good time to try it. So you can see that this one comes in a little bit different of a package. So it's a little bit lighter initially when I first put it on the skin than the Elta MD one, which has a little bit of a deeper pigment. So when I rub it in, you can see that it also has that really shimmery glow, very similar to the Elta MD one. Again, you can kind of see really very, very similar. And the way that these both feel on the skin is also really similar. They're both a little bit moisturizing, not too tacky or sticky. They definitely do not have that dry powdery finish, if you like that for a sunscreen, but they're just moisturizing and nicely hydrating, and they look really, really similar on the skin. So these both are quite shimmery and glowy of a finish. I absolutely love these. Color Science, I actually really love this brand. I have a whole other video where I talk about another one of the Sunforgettable products I'm going to show you here. So this is the non-glow version. If you are interested in trying this brand out, but you don't want that shimmery glow, get this one. This is just the regular Sunforgettable, also SPF 50, very similar, comes in that dropper bottle as well. This is tinted. I think you can get these in several different shades to find something that matches your skin as well. So I'll link that below too. You can also check out that video if you want to hear even more about this and why I love this product so much. Quickly, I'm going to remove some of these sunscreens from my hands so we have a really good idea of what some of these others look like by themselves on the skin. My next one, I'm going to show you the third one that I really love from the sale, is probably my favorite that I love to wear daily. It's the MD Solar Sciences Mineral Tinted Cream. This is SPF 30. This is tinted. Like I said, you can see the color there. This has both titanium dioxide in it and zinc oxide. So it's 17% zinc oxide and 2% titanium dioxide. And it doesn't have any of those other things that a lot of people don't want in their products. So it's vegan, it's cruelty-free, fragrance-free, all that good stuff. It's just an awesome product. So the thing that I like about this product, and the reason I say this might be worth spending a little bit more money, is because of the feel of it on the skin. This has a powdery finish. So it is not drying, but when you put it on the skin, it feels like really soft, like this nice powdery finish, not sticky, not greasy, not shiny, not glowy, not really matte, but really just kind of settles into your skin very softly. So let me show you this. Put a little bit here so you can see it is tinted. And when I rub it in, it is just instantly feels like very powdery and dry. So again, not much shine, not much glow. It's just really nicely settles into the skin tone. So I'm obsessed with this product. So this one is usually $32, but it's 25% off in the sale, plus an extra 10% if you put my discount code on top of that. So that makes this like just over 20 bucks, which is amazing for the quality of this sunscreen. Now, if you want a more budget-friendly option of this, you can see that I recommend the Australian Gold Botanical Sunscreen, like almost in every other one of my videos. I'm obsessed with that product, but the most common thing that people will say back about it is that it's drying to their skin, but they still want like a mattifying sunscreen to try. So try this instead if your Australian Gold one just doesn't work quite well for your skin, or if you just want to try something different, get this during the sale. It's only 20 bucks-ish, check my math there. But yes, love this one. Now, the fourth sunscreen that I'm going to mention from the sale is the Elta MD UV Restore. This is all mineral sunscreen. It is tinted as well. This is an SPF 40. This is my pick for the most hydrating sunscreen that doesn't give you a glow when you put it on. It doesn't give you a matte look on the skin. It's just really hydrating and feels nice on the skin. Now this has squalane in it, which makes it a bit different because it really helps restore that skin barrier and maintain the moisture, and that's why it really feels hydrating on the skin. This has both zinc oxide and titanium dioxide in it, so this is a great option. I'm going to show you how this looks now. Just going to put a little bit there so you can see nice tinted. The tint on this is very similar to the one in the Glow, but this doesn't finish with that glowy luminous look. So you can see there. Very nice, very nice. Feels a little bit more, definitely more hydrating. It doesn't have that dry powdery finish like the MD Solar Sciences. So that's a really good option if you are heading into winter or drier climates and you want something that's really going to protect your skin barrier and be moisturizing. Check this one out. Now this one is typically $38.50, but in the sale, you can get this for just over $30. So it's great savings there. So check that out. Now my fifth sunscreen that I'm going to show you, it's really kind of more of a makeup hybrid sunscreen product. So it's this one by Estee Lauder. It's the Futurist Hydra Rescue. So this actually comes in 20 shades. It is all mineral. There are no chemical filters in this, and it is SPF 45. So I would say grab this one if you are someone who wants to wear makeup, but you really use a combined product. You don't want a separate sunscreen and a foundation. This is pretty full coverage, medium to full coverage. So it's definitely much more than a tinted sunscreen. It really wears like a foundation or makeup, but it has SPF 45, which you can totally get SPF 45 out of this product if you just use enough of it, which is about a half teaspoon for the face and neck. You'll get the SPF on the label. But if you don't want to use quite that much, throw a sunscreen under it to give yourself extra protection and then put this on. So you can see it comes in a nice little pump bottle here and a little bit more. It's a little bit thinner initially. I got the color obviously that matches my skin, but it comes in a lot of shades, so you can look online and see which one will match you best, and definitely full coverage there. I'll put a little bit on this hand as well to show you. You can see initially rubbing in, it's pretty thick and definitely gives you good coverage. This will cover redness, dark spots, melasma, and still give you great sunscreen protection. So if you have any of those issues, definitely check that out. Look how smooth that is. It's so nice, it's hydrating, it's not oily or greasy, and it wears very lightweight on the skin for how much coverage it is. Now this is supposed to last a full 12 hours, so it is long lasting. Now typically this is $45, but it's on sale for 25% off, so you get this for just over $33, which again, this is makeup prices because it really wears more like a makeup, not sunscreen prices, so keep that in mind, but that is great savings on this product, so check this one out too. Okay, so that is it for my sunscreens. The next two products I want to show you are by Peter Thomas Roth. This is a really great brand that has several really good products that I use kind of year round and recommend in several of my other videos. They are more expensive. There are the more budget alternative options to these products, but if those aren't working for you, or if you're looking for something a little bit stronger, there are two products in his lines that I recommend, and I'm going to tell you when and why I recommend them. So the first one is the Peter Thomas Roth Therapeutic Sulfur Mask. Sulfur is just an underutilized ingredient in skincare, okay? Sulfur is antibacterial and it's antifungal, so it's really great for skin conditions like acne, rosacea, fungal acne, or if you just have clogged pores or congested pores, or you want a nice exfoliation from your skin. So check out sulfur products, specifically this one. This is in the sale and it's probably the cheapest I've seen it all year long. So definitely if you're interested in trying it out, now is the time to buy this. So you can see this is definitely kind of a thick mask. This has two types of clay in it, which will, like I said, help unclog the pores and help exfoliate the skin. And the hero ingredient in this product is 10% sulfur. And that is what is going to be doing all the hard work, clearing up those skin conditions that I mentioned. Now, when should you splurge and buy this product? Well, you can see in some of my other videos that I recommend another sulfur mask that is a lot cheaper. It's by Acne Free, but that one has about a 3.5% sulfur, I think. So if you've used that and you haven't really gotten quite the results you want, it's time to bump it up. This is the one that I love and recommend, and I think it's about 30% off right now. So it's so much more affordable right now, and there is a ton of product in here. It will really last you a long time. You definitely don't need to do this every day. I would say once or twice a week in your routine is really all you need. And it's just something nice to switch up your skincare routine at night instead of using, your retinoid product or something every single night. Take a night off, throw a mask on your face, rinse it off, and see how your skin responds to that. So I've linked this one below. The other product by Peter Thomas Roth that I love to recommend are these complexion pads. So this is going to be a great option for somebody who has acne or aging or just wants, you know, a good anti-aging product or a nice exfoliating product in their routine to help restore the glow of their skin. I think exfoliating in your routine is so important. I have couple videos about that, so check those out. I'll link those below. But what makes this product great is that it has two types of topical acid. It has 2% salicylic acid, which is the maximum strength salicylic acid for over-the-counter products, and it has 10% glycolic acid. So the salicylic acid component is going to be great for acne, and the glycolic acid component is going to be great for brightening the skin, reversing signs of aging, can help fade away dark spots, all that good stuff. So this is really a powerhouse product. Now, this actually has 60 pads in it. A lot of the other, maybe seemingly more affordable products that you can get that are similar to this will typically have less, maybe 30 pads or so. So you have to take that into account in the price. Now these pads are double-sided. So there is one soft side and then kind of a textured side. So the soft side is really good for cleansing the skin, and then you want to flip it over and you can use the textured side to help give a little bit more of that exfoliation. But please be careful. I kind of have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with products like these because some people can really quickly overdo it by starting to rub, and that can actually wreck your skin barrier. So use these carefully and gently on your skin, and you can definitely see great improvement with acne and aging. Now, you will see on the label that it says you can use these up to twice a day. Please don't use these twice a day, okay? You probably only need these a couple times a week in your routine, if that, and these will really last you a long time. So don't overdo it with exfoliating. Use it cautiously in your routine. Again, take a night off from your retinoid or retinol product at night a few times a week and use this to kind of just switch things up. Okay, the last product that I'm recommending in the sale that I'm shopping this year is the Avene. This is the Retrinal Cream. Now, this brand is a drugstore brand, but it is one of the most expensive drugstore brands that I have products from, okay? So it's not cheap, but in the skinstore.com sale, you can get this for much more affordable than you can probably any other time of year. So if you've been eyeing this at the drugstore, now is a good time to try out some of these products. You know from a lot of my other videos, I use several other products from this brand, including their eye cream, which I think is fabulous, and this face cream. So this is really aimed at anti-aging. It has a retinoid in it as their hero ingredient. The type of retinoid that is in it is retinaldehyde, okay? There's a lot of different forms of retinoids. You can check out several of my retinoid videos. I'll link those below if you really want the more educational explanation of it. But essentially, I think of retinaldehyde as like your strongest over-the-counter form. It's the closest thing to prescription strength because it only has to undergo one conversion to get to a retinoic acid, which is what it needs to be in to really do its job on the skin. So this comes in several strengths. It comes in a day cream, it comes in a 0.05, and this one, which is 0.1, the intensive form. This is the strongest one. I would say go for this one if you have really oily skin, you're not very sensitive, or if you are a seasoned pro with using retinoids, you can start with this one. Otherwise, start with the day cream or the 0.05 form first because you really don't want to overdo it and wreck your skin barrier, or you're not going to be able to use this and get improvement. So yes, use this at night in your routine. This is going to be for anti-aging. So erasing those little fine lines and wrinkles, evening out the skin tone, making the skin texture more smooth. This is an amazing product. You just want to make sure you are using it consistently over the long term and you will see benefits. I love this one. I think this is incredible, but it's not cheap. But it is cheaper in the sale. So you can see this one here comes in a nice, easy to use pump bottle, and it's just a little cream form, and it just rubs right into the skin very easily, absorbs quickly, has a nice little fresh scent to it, and that's it. You just use it once a night as tolerated. If your skin can't tolerate retinoid products every night, it's okay to use them 3 to 5 times a week, but just be consistent and you will get results from them. So check this out. It's on great discount. I'm linking this one below for you as well. Now, if you guys go follow me on my Instagram at The Budget Dermatologist, over the course of this sale, I'm going to be sharing even more items that I pull out from my stockpile that I've had for forever now. I've been using these for years, and this is a great time to buy some of those if you're interested in it. So as much as I can over the sale, kind of daily, I'll be hopping on my Instagram stories and sharing even more products and skincare tips, so follow me there if you're interested. Don't forget to use my code at checkout. So let me know what you guys think about these products if you try them out. See you soon.